So, aliens. Either they're interdimensional pranksters with zero respect for privacy, or humanity is just that weird kid on the playground that keeps getting picked for cosmic experiments. We've all heard of Roswell, Area 51, and that one time your uncle swears he saw lights over the cornfield. But today, we're going deep into the absolutely weirdest, most confusing, and maybe most likely to be true alien encounters of all time. Because if you're going to get abducted, you might as well get a good story out of it. Let's get weird. Story 1. The Pascagoula Abduction. In 1973, two guys, Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker, were fishing off a dock in Pascagoula, Mississippi. Normal day. Probably talking about catfish. When suddenly, a UFO shows up and three robots float out. Not aliens. Robots. Metallic, featureless, with claws for hands. They levitate the guys into the ship, poke them with a floating eyeball thing, then drop them back off like a bad Uber Eats order. They were so freaked out, they called the police. And here's the kicker. The cops secretly recorded them talking alone afterward. And these dudes were not faking it. They sounded genuinely horrified. So either they had a shared psychotic fishing trip, or they got scanned by some alien Roombas. Story 2. The Zanfretta Case, Italy, 1978. Night security guard Pierce Zanfretta is making his rounds when bam, massive lights hit him. He wakes up later with missing time and a story about 10-foot-tall, scaly, green creatures with glowing eyes. He says they spoke through fire, which sounds dramatic, but okay. The weirdest part? This happened again. Like 5 more times. And every time, Pierre got more traumatized, started keeping a gun on him, and eventually underwent hypnosis, which revealed a bonkers narrative about an alien race called the Dargos who wanted him to spread their message. So, either he was the intergalactic chosen one, or he had the world's most elaborate stress dream. Story 3. While we're in Italy, apparently Italy is alien central. Let's talk about the friendship case. In the 1950s, a bunch of totally normal Italians say they met beautiful, human-looking aliens who lived in an underground base. They call themselves the W-56. Why? No one knows. Sounds like a car model. These aliens were all about love, peace, and giving humans giant baskets of strawberries. No, seriously. They also used advanced tech and warned about negative aliens called the CTRs. It was like a cosmic soap opera, but with better fruit. This went on for decades. There are recordings, photos, and dozens of eyewitnesses. It's like the chillest cult without the bad endings. Maybe. Story 4. Okay. Now we head to Kentucky, 1955. A family is chilling in a farmhouse when suddenly a metallic object lands outside. What follows is an actual siege by goblin-like creatures with giant ears, long arms, and glowing yellow eyes. The family grabs their guns, because Kentucky, and they start blasting. These creatures kept popping up at the windows, scurrying on the roof, and seemingly didn't care about being shot at. Either they had personal force fields, or this family needed better aim. The encounter lasted hours. The police showed up later and said the family was clearly terrified and not drunk, despite every internet comment you're thinking of right now. The goblins were never found, unless you count the next reboot of Gremlins.